Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to interview a lovely lady called Bertha. And Bertha will tell you a little bit about herself. Tell us where you're from originally, what you're doing in Ghana, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Brief introduction.
Hi everyone. So yes, my name is Bertha, and I was born in Ghana, in the north of Ghana, a place called Nalergo. And I went back to the UK when I was about 8 years old, or thereabouts.
Yeah.
And so I've been living there for the past 30 years. Yeah, and I've been coming
That's
back
like your age now.
Yes. But yeah, so that's me so far.
Okay. So what's brought you back to Ghana? What made you decide to come back here?
Wow. Well, it's been a series of decisions over I would say maybe 5 years or so.
Okay.
Yeah, and I first came back in '99, and that kind of gave me a little bit of a bug.
Yeah.
And I started to think about what life would be like to live in Ghana.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sold, and so I went back home, and then I came back again in 2008.
Okay.
And that year was more significant for me because I came back and I actually volunteered in a rural part of Ghana.
What were you doing, if you don't mind me asking?
What was I doing? Okay, so I came with a charity organization called XLP.
Oh really?
Yes.
Oh, I know XLP.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So I came with them in 2008 as a volunteer, and I was part of a team where we basically taught about sex education to the girls and boys in some of the schools, and it was so good because we had a chance to have a one-to-one with some of the young women and talk to them about safety, about relationships, developing healthy relationships. If they must, and so from there, that is when the seed, I would say, was probably sown. Definitely. And I just began to think, I need to be coming back.
Yeah, that's quite significant because I think that happens for a lot of people. They come to Ghana just on a holiday. Even some people are not even Ghanaians.
Yes.
And it's almost like somebody just goes and puts something in you, a little seed, as you say, and it's like, I feel like going back to Ghana.
Yes.
There's something about the lifestyle here that kind of brings people here all the time. And people want to stay, it's kind of like the life that you dream of, but you can never afford to have in the UK.
Right.
You can never have access to,
That's right.
So what keeps you here? What do you do here?
What keeps me here? So, as I said, I've been coming back and forth, and I came back for 3 months, and that 3 months in 2013 was to actually help me to make a decision to stay. And at the time I was looking for work and I didn't find anything within that 3 months, so I went back to London, and the idea was that I would prepare myself and then come back for good in the next 2 years. Unfortunately, it didn't quite go like that. Nevertheless, I came back and I was looking for work, and I actually found something that I wanted to do, and that was basically working for a drama school.
Okay.
So I worked for a drama school part-time, and I did that for a few months, and then I thought to myself, you know what, I think there's more for me to do.
Yeah.
So I kind of pushed myself to try something new. So right now I'm working as a personal development coach, but I'm also a coordinator for a children's book club.
Oh, nice. And this is your passion, that you're actually living your passion.
I'm doing what I love.
Yes, that's lovely.
Ready?
Okay, cool. So B,
Yes.
I've heard your story, so I know that. Anyway, for me, I was like, where's Bertha sending this message from? She's in Ghana. Bertha's left the UK. So yeah, she didn't tell me. She just got on the
So
plane.
you two guys know each other?
Yeah.
You're friends?
Yeah. Hence the face. Know each other, and she got on the plane and she left. And I was like, mind you, on social media as well. I don't even go on social media too much. I was like, what? Bertha? What is this? So I just picked the phone bubble and I just called. I didn't care. So we had a long talk. So, my sister, I have now joined you. Tell the people why you have not left.
Okay, why haven't I left? I went back for a visit, just July gone, and honestly speaking, I touched down on the plane at Heathrow, and I said to myself, I know why I'm not going to stay. London is somewhere I've lived virtually all my life, and I've had the experience of living there, and I really believe that a lot has been deposited in me that I felt my own country would benefit from. And I haven't gone back because I strongly believe that every experience, every skill, every ability that I've acquired whilst living in London has been for a purpose here, and I feel home here. I've always known while living in London that London was not home for me, and when I came to Ghana, I just had a sense in my spirit that said to me, this is the soil I was born in, and there's something for me to do here.
So do you think it's because you was born in Ghana, or do you think it's because you've appreciated it going away and coming back? The only reason I say that is because we all know people who are born and raised in the country they're born in. They go back to London or they go somewhere else and they're raised there, and they feel that their affiliation with their home country is not the one. Do you feel that for you that's not the case? Because what is that thing, that tangible thing that you can say, you can pin it on to say, this is it? Or did you, like you said before, you was in London, you felt that it wasn't quite home? Did you feel that there was someone else, somewhere else? Or?
You know, I think everybody's experience is different. And for me, I've always felt that London wasn't home. I've always known it. Even when I went there at such a young age, I've always known. At the age of 16, I said to my mum, send me back.
Seriously?
Yes.
And now on the other hand, most people are sent to Ghana
for punishment.
And on the age of 16, at the age of 16, they're calling their mum and saying, you better send me back before.
That's
my
right.
mum even reminds me every so often that age 16, I said to her, send me back. This is not my country. Send me back. And I think, as I said, everybody's experience is different, and it will be different. But for me, I don't know. I can't pinpoint on what it is, but I just know that there is something for me, something significant that I'm meant to do here. And maybe I had my time in London, and this is probably my time now.
I mean, as you said, being in London, it helped you home in on your skills.
Definitely.
So now that you can appreciate it, and partly what you have learnt with your skills, how do you feel that that's different from Ghana? Because I know we've spoken about it with a few other people as well, and we've all noticed that in the UK, your CV is your CV, and that's what you speak about.
Yes.
And your job spec is one job spec.
Yes.
But here in Ghana,
it's very broad.
So yeah, can you tell us more about that?
What I've appreciated about here is the fact that everything I've done over the years in London, I can use them. Everything. When even down to me being a Christian, going to church, and the things I did in my church has helped me here. Somebody will see it and draw it out and say, oh, we'd love you to go. Just yesterday I went to visit a school to talk to them about some of the work I'm doing. Straight away, without me even saying anything to the head teacher, he outright said to me, right, I need you to come back. I want you to talk to my teachers. I want you to give us some training. I can see that you have something that our school needs. And I would like you to come back to do a presentation to the children, and then to have a short presentation or training session with me and a few of my teachers. Where do you get that in London?
No way.
How does it happen for you to even just go into? I mean, fair enough. There are some places.
And I think it's all down to the person.
And it's down to the person.
But it's not.
Opportunities there are not so readily available.
Really.
You know, there are in terms of people from this country saying, oh my goodness, if I go to the UK, I'll find plenty jobs, and I'm laughing in my head thinking, really? Yes, there are plenty jobs, but
it's not as easy to come by.
It's not easy to come by. It's not easy to come by. And I think what it is here, Ghana is hungry to receive the knowledge and experiences from those who've been outside. And I think that is the difference. In London or in the Western world, they think they've got everything. So even if you come with your 10 degrees and masters and whatever, you still have to struggle a little bit, and you will still be in that one job. Whereas here, you can do several things that you love to do, and you are getting paid for doing it because people also appreciate what you have to offer.
Nice.
So what would you say in terms of people who are watching this, first of all, who have tiptoed around the thought of coming to Ghana, those who have come to Ghana and are like, do you know what, it's light of business. I'm going back to London. What is it you would say? Because for me, I ain't climatized to the UK. I just don't like cold. I don't care where I am. I don't like cold. Okay. I just can't climatize. I love Ghana. I love the heat. I love the excitement. I love the people. I love the work. I love it all. All I'd want is electricity. But hey, it is Ghana, so I'll deal with it. But what would you say as your opinion to those people who are like, to get them to say yes or no?
You know what? Again, it would be a personal decision because everybody feels that they belong somewhere. And some people feel that whether they are Ghanaian or not, they believe that Ghana is somewhere they're meant to be. So, first of all, you have to have it within yourself that Ghana is somewhere you're meant to be. If you're meant to be somewhere, somehow you find a way to cope and adapt. I have found a way to cope and adapt. I mean, it has been hellish at times, to say the least, with this latter situation. And my thing hasn't been just about my personal experiences. I've been considering the fact that there are businesses, there are different families who can't afford certain things in terms of life. Nevertheless, it's off. Regardless of who you are, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But what I would say to anybody who is thinking about coming to Ghana is, first of all, determine within yourself, is this somewhere you're meant to be? Do you feel that it's something that you can actually do here? And if so, learn to adapt, learn to cope with it, because that's just the way life will be for a little while until you make the changes that will be of benefit to you.
So you would definitely say, wherever you are in a country, whatever country you go to, Ghana or wherever it be, don't go with the mentality you have from the last country you come from.
Trust me, it won't work. It won't work.
Excellent. My last question. You've spoken a lot about how your talents that you've learned over the years in the UK and different places have influenced you in the decisions you make and the work that the opportunities you've had here in Ghana. Are there any particular mentors or people that you would say they're the people that have influenced me to this point in my life? I would love to thank.
I get asked this question several times, and I'm always a little bit stumped by it because I don't have many. But there is one lady, Frisha Campbell. I call her Auntie Frisha. She has done a lot for me because my decision to come to Ghana was a hard one. Because of change and because I didn't quite know what I would do and how things would plan out. But she has been a really good source of encouragement for me. So I'd like to thank her for her encouragement and her support. And then my mum, she's been amazing. And my friends, of course. And Sakina.
Lovely.
As always, hon, it's always good to speak to you. Thank you so much.
True.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Would that do?